After an internal investigation here at De La Salle High School, the school has now canceled its football season, pulled the team out of the playoffs, and tonight, Warren police end up here, and now classes have been canceled for tomorrow.
A beloved father shot and killed at his Ferndale store nearly a decade ago. Tonight, police believe they have his killer.
Hearing the detective tell me that they had someone in custody, it was like my prayers had finally been answered.
A dream 9 years in the making for a local family.
Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
And we're going to begin tonight at 11 with the rain and the wind, and now it is snow hitting Metro Detroit on Halloween night.
It didn't matter where you lived. The conditions were brutal for trick-or-treaters all over southeast Michigan. Ben, is this mix of rain and snow going to stick around for the morning commute?
I think it's going to be gone, Kim and Devin, and we are just an hour away from November, and it sure looks like it on 4 Live radar. It's almost all snow that's out there, although we are starting to see some of the moisture move out of the south zone. That's what it looks like on the roads tonight. We got this in from Todd and Davison, and that was still when we had a rain-snow mix out there. We don't anticipate any accumulation on the pavement, but on the grassy surfaces, it definitely could stack up. Plus, the wind gusts have been close to 40 miles per hour at times. Now, the wind advisory has been canceled for all locations except Sanilac County. That remains in effect until 4 a.m. tomorrow, but look at these wind chills. 22 is how it feels right now in Pontiac. Even in the city, we've got a wind chill of 26. Air temperatures will be close to freezing in the morning. We will recover with the help of some sunshine, but if you're looking for warmth, look elsewhere. We have got a chilly 7-day forecast, and we'll run it down for you in a few minutes. Devin?
Breaking news just in from Detroit's west side. A man is dead after being shot in the back of the head in a gas station. Police say the shooter was wearing a clown mask. Happened at the Citgo gas station on Grand River near Dexter Avenue. Witnesses say the gunman walked up behind the victim who was standing in line and opened fire in the back of that victim's head before then the gunman taking off. The victim, believed to be in his 20s, the gunman was last seen going west on Grand River.
After a hazing investigation into Warren's De La Salle football program, the school is pulling out of the playoffs and canceling the season. This as police are called to the school after a student brought a knife today to defend himself against bullies, and now classes have been canceled for tomorrow. Mara McDonald is live in Warren tonight. So, Mara, why the decision to cancel classes, though?
Kimberly, a lot has happened here at the school today, but let's start this evening with why they're not having classes tomorrow, why school has been canceled. It's all because of something that went out over Snapchat. We've got it. Let me show you. This is what the students got on their phones. Someone in a Guy Fawkes mask with the caption, "During Mass on Friday, everyone is going to start popping up with these masks and killing everybody." That has canceled classes for Friday. Now, late this afternoon, police were at the school because a 17-year-old student allegedly brought a knife to school to protect himself from bullies. He's been arrested. All of this on top of the school's bombshell decision to pull the football team out of the playoffs and end the season. For a school which spends a lot of time, money, and resources on its football program, you know this decision was not reached lightly. The school confirms an internal investigation into locker room hazing by the team. De La Salle describes it as deeper than originally thought and pervasive. What was allegedly going on behind locker room doors? Multiple sources will only say off the record, but it's enough that the school officially says this, quote, "At this time, we continue our investigation. The school leadership feels that at best we take a step back from the field of competition. We do so with sadness, but also with a heart and mind and spirit determined to do what is right." Back here live, I reached out to De La Salle President John Knight multiple times today, both on the phone and via email. None of my attempts to talk to him were returned. De La Salle was supposed to play Birmingham Groves tomorrow. That game has been forfeited. We are live in Warren tonight. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
All right, Mara. It was November 26th, 2010, around 9 p.m. when someone discovered a dollar store owner on the floor of his store in Ferndale. Kareem Camarco had been shot twice. His murder has gone unsolved since that day, but tonight, Ferndale police are confident they have the shooter in custody. Jason Colthorpe spoke with his daughter tonight about the arrest. He's live in Ferndale. Jason.
Yeah, this entire family, Devin, very emotional today. This is also great news for the people of this neighborhood, this Hilton Woodward Heights area in Ferndale, who often came into his shop here. They knew Camarco affectionately as Gary. And when he had the shop here behind me for more than a decade, first as a video store and then as a dollar store, they often came in here and for years afterwards would share stories about how much they missed him. So this, for everyone tonight, a huge step forward toward justice.
I always dreamed of this moment.
A dream 9 years in the making. But for Candace Simona and her family, it all began with a nightmare. Their father, Kareem Camarco, was shot and killed in the Dollar Club Plus store he owned in Ferndale.
Like, what brought him happiness was just to see his family happy. You know, and we were, like, our happiness was wrapped around my dad. And when we lost my dad, it was like that was taken away from our family.
Despite a massive $20,000 reward, no one was ever caught for the murder.
For a long time, I kind of lost hope that they would ever find the person responsible.
But the detectives at the Ferndale Police Department never gave up hope in solving it. They'd come back for a fresh look at the case from time to time until finally a break and the arrest of a 48-year-old Romulus man. Candace was in disbelief when she got the call.
It's kind of like an indescribable feeling. I had a mix of different emotions. I was happy and then sad at the same time.
The next call was to her mom, Kareem's wife of 34 years, who couldn't stop crying, and then her 4 brothers and sisters.
All these years of me waiting and praying, my whole family, we just wanted this for my dad, because that's what he deserved. He didn't deserve for his life to end the way that it did, and he deserves to have that justice.
Yeah. Now, Ferndale police are being very tight-lipped on this for now, but I did talk to an officer tonight who said the break in this case came because of the best cooperation between police departments that he's seen in his more than 20 years on the job. In Ferndale tonight, Jason Colthorpe, Local 4.
Yeah, that's saying something. Jason, any idea on the arraignment yet?
Police have to get one more warrant. They're working on a warrant, presumably to be able to charge him formally with murder. If they get that tomorrow, he could be arraigned as early as tomorrow, if not in the very near future. Devin?
All right, Jason. Kimberly.
The tentative agreement reached between the UAW and Ford includes plans to close a local plant. The Ford Romeo plant is closing as part of the tentative agreement reached yesterday. Workers at the Romeo plant can either retire or move to another plant. The UAW Ford Council is meeting to discuss details like this in the agreement. They have to agree on the details before sending it to workers for ratification vote.
Court dispute between Michigan's largest brewery founders and a former employee has ended. Today, the Grand Rapids-based brewery settled with Tracy Evans 1 year after he filed a racial discrimination lawsuit against founders. It comes as backlash from the suit caused founders to temporarily shut down its Detroit tap room. They have released a statement tonight, reading in part, "We are committed to moving the cause of diversity and inclusion forward for founders. We want every employee to feel valued, respected, and safe." The terms of the settlement are not being released. Waterford Township Police on the hunt for a trailer thief. Security video showing a silver Dodge Ram pickup truck driving off with a homeowner's trailer and red lawnmower on Dixie Highway near Loon Lake. If you saw anything about that time or might have any leads that would help police, you're urged to contact them right away. A little rain tonight did not stop the spooky Halloween fun at Michigan Central train station in Corktown.
The Michigan Central Station coming alive tonight with people of all ages taking part in this year's Trunk or Treat Trail along Verner Highway. Other activities included a haunted house, face painting, and cider and donuts.
Indoors was the way to go tonight if you had the place to do it.
All right, still ahead. It started out as a call to police about a reckless driver.
You'll see the moment a traffic stop turned into a wild high-speed chase. Wrongfully convicted. A Detroit man says an apology is not enough for what happened to him, the mistake that happened 20 years ago that led to his conviction. But first, new evidence uncovered in the search for a college student who's the stepdaughter of a star UFC fighter. We've got that next.
Local woman is helping to provide a comfortable space for victims of human trafficking and domestic violence. I'm Ebrod Kasmi. Tomorrow at 6 a.m. for your neighborhood, we'll show you how she's giving these shelters an enchanted makeover. We're here at the Motown Museum because this is an iconic neighborhood in Detroit. This is a neighborhood that really started it all for a lot of people. It was the dream of a man by the name of Barry Gordy. And that's what your neighborhood is all about. One person's dream and one person's vision to change their neighborhood, which essentially then changes a city, which then changes the Metro Detroit area. Those are the moments that matter.
It's Black Saturday at Art